So, hello everyone. This is Joslyn Mason. I am the senior minister at Unity of Kalamazoo, and I'm sharing words of wisdom with you today on this Saturday, August the 14th, in the year 2021. And the word for today is possible. Possible. And the affirmation is anything is possible when I trust in God. And the affirmation is anything is possible when I trust in God. Anything is possible when I trust in God. With God, I can truly do anything. If someone were to tell me that my goal is unreasonable, I would simply smile because I know a deeper truth. When I believe in the divine power within me, all things are not only reasonable, but achievable. My faith is not shaken by what other people think or say. I keep my spiritual vision focused on moving toward my highest good. No matter where I am in life, it is always possible for me to move beyond my present appearances to something better. What once might have been unimaginable is now firmly within my grasp. Realizing my true potential comes from believing in the divine presence within me. With God, all things are possible. And Jesus looked at them and said, for mortals, it is impossible, but not for God. For God, all things are possible. That's Mark chapter 10, verse 27. Jesus, the inspiration. For mortals, it is impossible, but not for God. For God, all things are possible. And in our life and in our evolution of our consciousness, we have to believe that things are possible for us when we trust in God. We can't go by what someone else says is not possible or is not reasonable, or they simply don't believe that you have the capability of doing it. We have to know deeper within ourselves that the divine power within us makes everything reasonable and achievable. So let's not get shaken by other people's lack of faith or lack of vision or lack of understanding. Our goal is to keep ourselves spiritually focused on moving toward our highest good and believing that there is a highest good for us and that God does have a divine plan for our highest good. And that plan is now unfolding. And God gives us the desire of our goals. Our goals are not to master other people. Our goals are to live our abundant life, opening ourselves up to people who want to join us on the journey. So, our true potential comes from believing in the divine presence that is within you. Because from that fountain of abundance comes the the phrase, the idea, the concept, the belief that with God all things are possible. Jesus took the people from that smaller consciousness into a consciousness that big things could happen, that their individual lives mattered, that they could achieve good things and good astronomical things as they worked in partnership with God, as they worked in collaboration with God, as they had God as their light and guide, and that light and guide of God didn't exist outside of them. That light, that God was inside of them. They took this wherever they went. Therefore, they could have a dream, they could have a goal that was reasonable and achievable. And that energy has permeated across time and across generations. That if we can believe that all things are indeed possible. So, what are you hoping for today? What are you trusting in God to bring into your life to manifest? You can do anything, as long as it doesn't hurt yourself or hurt anybody else. Those are the things that you should pursue, because some people want the impossible, but they don't want the highest good for all people. So temper your thoughts, your ideas, that what you create will be good for all, for the great majority of people, that people can benefit, and then that will prosper you. It happens all the time. So don't let your faith be shaken by what other people think or say. Keep your spiritual focus and your vision moving toward the highest good, because God wants your highest good for you. Realize that your true potential comes from believing in the divine presence that is already with you. You don't have to go to find God. God is dwelling within your being. It is the nature of our human and our spiritual experience here on earth, that we are both human and divine. And Jesus was that example to us, that we could be tuned in to the loving presence of the divine God from within ourselves and achieve great things on a spiritual level and on a human level. He came and shifted the consciousness and really changed the trajectory of the world. And he's not the only one. We're all here to do our part. So, know, with God, all things are possible. Anything is possible when you trust in God. I see you successful, prospering, living from your highest perspective, and generating good out into the world. I behold the Christ as you. Namaste. And anything is possible for you. The light of God surrounds you. Think about that. The love of God enfolds you. These things seem impossible, but they're true. The presence of God watches over you. You are protected divinely. Wow. We live in a realm of possibility. God, heal our land. Bless us with good thoughts for all people. I behold the Christ as you. Namaste and peace.